alaikum everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I want to share with you a tagine recipe this time, and I will cook it with chicken. Tagines are very famous in Morocco, and it's one of our popular dishes. They're healthy because they're cooked in the tagine itself, which is the clay pot we cook our dishes in. And for this recipe, we will need one whole chicken. I'll cut it in pieces. I took the skin off, but you can keep the skin. It doesn't matter. We will need also one big onion. I will need 2 cloves of garlic. Preserved lemon. This preserved lemon is also very popular in Morocco. I will make a separate video on how to make it. Super easy. It gives a nice taste. We need some coriander, some olives. This variety of red olives is very indicated for this kind of tagine. We need also salt, of course. We'll need olive oil. Tagines are very good with olive oil. We need pepper. We need a little bit of cardamom powder, but if you don't have, you can use the clove. With some paprika. We need some cinnamon, some coriander, some turmeric, and some chili powder. This is optional. And I forgot to put also ginger, which is also very good. All right, now first thing, we're gonna marinate our chicken. Okay, we will start by grating our onion, our garlic. Sorry, let's give them a good grate. They're gonna give it a nice flavor. Oops, I lost my garlic. We're gonna give it a nice flavor to our chicken. Next, we will add coriander, but you can use parsley as well. We will add our spices. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of ginger. A pinch of cardamom. As I said, you can just have a whole cardamom in there if you don't have the cardamom powder. Some paprika, 1/2 teaspoon. A pinch of cinnamon. We use a lot of cinnamon in our recipes. 1 teaspoon of coriander. This is ground coriander. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Gives a nice color as well. And maybe 1/4 teaspoon of red chili. It's not going to be so spicy, don't worry about it. And now we're going to add this preserved lemon, which gives a nice citrusy flavor. I will only need the pulp of this. This is very soft. It's quite salty, so be aware when you add salt. I will keep this for the end. We set it aside, and then I wash my hands. I'll add a little bit of salt, as I said. Don't add too much, because the preserved lemon is already too salty. And then we give it a good mix. I don't add oil to this stage because the oil will prevent the chicken to absorb all the flavors that are in my spices and in the garlic. So I'm just going to keep it like this. Give it a good stir. Make sure all the pieces of chicken are coated with our marinade. Just make sure all the pieces are coated. Now we keep it aside for about half an hour, just to make sure it's well marinated in our ingredients. And we set it aside, and now we're going to cut our onions. Now we will cut our onions. I'll try to cut them into small pieces. So they cook quick. As you know, the tagine has to be slowly cooked on a very low heat. And the reason I'm using a big onion is because we will need the water that comes from the onion to cook our chicken. We will add just a little bit of water. That's it. Now we'll take my tagine. As you can see, this is a traditional tagine made with clay. This one is not coated, so it's perfect for cooking healthy food. Don't worry if it's burned. It's a very good one. First thing I will use is I will add some olive oil to the bottom of the clay pot, because otherwise it's going to burn. And we add the onions to the bottom. This will help also to prevent the chicken from getting burned. As you know, the tagine or clay pot are not non-stick pans, so they do tend to burn quite often. Now I will put the chicken on the top, the chicken that I marinated already. Just try to put them nicely one next to the other, and especially on the top of the onions. As you see, the onions is served as a base as well for the chicken. All right. Now the leftover of the marinade, I will add a little bit of water, like quarter cup of water, just to don't waste that flavor in there. And I will add it to the tagine to the sides. And that's it. No more water is needed. Now I'll put my tagine on the cooker. To cook my tagine, I will also need this grilling mesh or grilling net, just to prevent my tagine to burn. So I will put very low heat, the lowest heat I have on my cooker, and I will put my tagine on the top. I also forgot to mention that you can add this butter. It's called smen in Moroccan, and it's a kind of preserved butter. If you don't have it, don't add it. It's not necessary. It's just optional, but it gives an extra flavor to the dish. And now leave it to cook. After 1 hour, approximately, as you can see, the chicken started to cook and released plenty of water. I'm going to try to get that juices from the bottom and put it on our chicken so it doesn't dry. And I will leave it to cook for other 30 minutes. After 1 hour and a half, as you can see, the juices started to reduce from the chicken and it's nearly cooked. I will add the red olives. Just put them like this. And I will add also the skin that I left from the preserved lemon on the top. It does give a nice flavor to the tagine. And I will also sprinkle some fresh coriander, or if you do have parsley as well, just sprinkle it on the top like this. And we leave our tagine now to cook just for 10 to 15 minutes till it absorbs all the water and just a little bit of gravy is left. Finally, our tagine is cooked. I know it takes a long time, but believe me, it's worth the wait. As you can see, it's a very nice and colorful tagine. It's got the olive, it's got the lemon, it's got the coriander. It's very well done and let's give it a try. So it's still hot. Usually we eat it with bread. I'll make another recipe on how to cook a simple Moroccan bread for you to eat with tagines or other dishes. It's really tasty. This one, simple, easy, very few fresh ingredients, but it's really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed my recipe. If you did enjoy it, put a like, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye.